cannot take it any longer and resign. Now that appears to be the belief. The former deputy president you are a very close ally of Rigathi Gachagua. You know a lot of the things that he talks about, and he calls himself the truthful man. He understands the position there. Even he agrees with Wakili Kinyanjui that the next course of action is for Kithure Kindiki to resign. Did you see this coming? Do you think that's a plan, that by October or probably November this year, Kithure Kindiki will be forced to exit that position?
Edimuri, on the outset, you need to understand that the tactics of the head of state, he does not want to sack Kindiki. But what he's doing is frustrating him. And those sentiments made by Gachagua are exactly what is happening, because we have overheard Kindiki saying they want to push us so that we can get out of this government. But we insist that we are not going. We made this government. Oparanya found us here, and therefore we are going to remain. It tells inside the kitchen there is a lot of fire and a lot of frustrations. And these frustrations are castigated to the deputy president so that he can resign. This tells you his goose is cooked. And that is it. Mm-hmm. And where we are heading, like the president is now determined now to remove this docket from Mulima to Western. As my colleague from Migori stated that the UDA will take the presidency and they will take the deputy. I think those are the arrangement. And William has very fewer options because Mulima has spoken. And the only option is to hang around Nyanza and Western. And how do you bring them together? It's find a mechanism on how they can have a one common person or one united person there who can be able to stand for the ODM fraternity. And I think that is where the candidature of Wycliffe Oparanya is coming in. And if the candidature of Wycliffe Oparanya is going to be supported by one Junet and others from Nyanza, then it tells you that is where the direction is taking. I don't know how they are going to soften one Wanga, because right from the beginning, Che had been chest-thumping that Che should be the one. But I think the issues, they can have what we call internal mechanism, and urge Wanga to get back to his second term governorship, because I'm sure that Kidero will be talked to so that he cannot take the rebellion back to home, and probably he'll be settled somewhere in the city. Mm-hmm. So those mechanisms, I am sure, William, as a master of politics, he must try to find any strike between Nyanza and Western.
So it's purely about the running mate position. How long do you think the president will have to leave this to actually make a declaration before the next election about his selection of a running mate? Because we've seen in past elections or pre-election pacts that you could leave it up to about 3 months to the election. Do you see that happening? Or as advised by the senior counsel online, he should do it as quickly as possible? Or is it now left to Kithure Kindiki to decide when to step down?
What will happen is that as much as Kindiki will creak there, the frustration will come in a big way, and it will be pushed to the wall to decide. This will be a mechanism created by the state itself, but they will be using the young tax outside to hate him. I believe Kindiki and his wisdom, he should determine at what point of exit that he can do. But if he insists to be creaking there, I'm sure he will be having a lot of doubts, and a lot of marking will be thrown to him. It's better that William cannot await this to beyond March next year. So between now and March next year, something has to be and a determination, because the head of state wants to soften that crowd of Western Nyanza. And therefore, every arrangement to make it cool has to be between now.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal for Professor Kindiki.
To my view.
Yes. Yeah. So if at all, now it's up to the professor to determine this. Does it work for him to wait until too close to the next election for him to make such a decision? What does it do to his political future? Because he would be a bit too late to do anything else. Do you feel that this calls for him to be the one to make the decision, that he should take that and run with it as soon as possible?
Edimuli, power is not given, it's taken. You take power. You don't sit down and wait to be given power. And I don't understand why there will a baloo of Kindiki.